Hello, Capricorns, and welcome to your November AstroTarot-Scope from me, Kim, at Expressions of the Universe. So I pulled your cards. I have an interesting story to tell you for the month of November. But before I do that, let me tell you astrologically what's going to be going on. On November 7th, the North Node will move into Cancer. It could have an effect on you, Capricorns, because the South Node of a North Node in Cancer is Capricorn. So there could be a lot of resistance for the next 18 months, a lot of disparity, you feeling like you're not going in the direction that you want to be going. But this is going to be a great lesson for you. This is going to tell you that you really need to hunker down in the home and start to nurture yourself, nurture your family, and push away from the material, so to speak, which is typically your sign, is all about the material and working hard, but it's also about being that nurturing, loving mother or father. Now, Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, which is the father of our planetary astrology. Saturn is all about rules and regulations and what you should and shouldn't do, or what is perceived to should or shouldn't be done. On November 8th, Jupiter will be moving into Sagittarius. This is about expanding our minds, expanding our horizons, looking for new adventures, and just really enjoying, this fire energy. It will be an energy of action, forcing us to get out and change the way that we've been doing things, changing our perception and thinking of things in a brand new type of way. November 17th, Mercury will be going retrograde in the sign of Scorpio. So it could be a very emotional time during November 17th through the very beginning to middle of December. You should be in the woods after December 15th. This is for Capricorns, Capricorn rising signs, and of course the cusps. I know a lot of Sagittarians out there. As far as the moon and lunar energies, you will have to check back here and look for my full moon or new moon weekly wisdom. If you haven't already, you could subscribe by clicking my face right there. And let's get into your tarot cards. So what's interesting, as always, we have peaks of joy, and it is reversed. And this is saying that if you have been placing your joy on material things in your life, if you've been measuring your joyful success on material things, the right lover, a certain amount of money, a perfect job, a perfect house, a perfect car, anything material-wise, this card is saying quit it right now and try and find the joy in your life right in this moment, because we all have it. You just have to sometimes dig for it. The cards that I pulled from my traditional tarot deck are indicating a change in mental perception is required this coming month. So I have the first card being the Hangman in reverse. This is saying you have to hit the pause button. Now I'm going to hit the pause button. I have to back up a little bit. When November 1st starts, the sun will be in Scorpio, and it will be hitting your 6th house, which is all about health, work, and service. This is telling me that you really need to pay attention to your health for the next few months. This is where your focus is going to be. So now I'm going to go back to this Hangman reverse. This is saying that you're having an inability to change, a little bit of egotism in there, and Spirit is saying hit the pause button It's time for you. Look at my dirty hands. I just noticed it. I'm sorry. I was building a fire. And because it's cold out. I apologize for that. Anyway, hit that pause button. It's time for you to rethink some things, and you need to focus on your health. The next card that comes up is the Queen of Pentacles, and she's the epitome of Capricorn, a Capricorn female, that is. She is that earthy mother type. She's very good at maintaining the home and making sure that everybody has enough of everything. She is a nurturer, but she's also a hard worker. Generally, a lot of times I see this come up for single moms, because not only can they maintain a home, but they also work outside of the home and they work very hard. But when I see this come up and going with, the sixth house and that Hanged Man and the Joy card reverse, this is telling me that maybe you're working a little bit too hard. You're not balancing things out and you're not focusing on yourself so much. A lot of times nurturers don't give themselves the nurturing love that they need. And so you really need to pay more attention to your own needs right now, at least for the month of November, to make sure that you can stay healthy throughout the winter. This Ten of Swords reverse card is saying to me a mental change, a change in your mental perception and attitude is going to be needed in the month of November, because there have been some challenges. Things are shifting. Things are changing. If you're not getting enough sleep, if you're not getting enough movement, if you're not feeding yourself well and getting proper nutrition, you're going to fall. And so this is asking you to think very, very clearly about what you need to do to get yourself through the winter, and, change up some of the things that maybe you've been a little bit rigid with. Capricorns can sometimes be a little bit like that Taurus bull and be very stubborn, especially once they have their mind set on a certain set of beliefs or structures. They're very hard to move out of their beliefs. So I'm asking Capricorns to be very open-minded this month. Capricorns and Capricorn risings. This card is something that has recently come into your energy and your aura, and this is the Justice card reverse. This is unfairness that had been previously around you. I wouldn't say that you're completely out of the woods, Capricorns and Capricorn risings. There's still going to be some injustice, some unfairness, some imbalances around you. Make sure that the imbalances are not health related. Make sure that they are not mental related. Capricorns and Capricorn risings, like I said before, can be very rigid mentally because they are a fixed earth sign. So this is just asking you to expand your mind a little bit and open up and see the bigger picture, see both sides of everything, and make sure that you can see the balance in everything that is around you, because there is nothing that is one-sided ever. It takes two to tango, and it's saying for you to make sure that you can see both sides of the situation. Now, I also have the Six of Swords. This is another mental or verbal card that is showing up. This is you leaving a situation. Sometimes we have some painful regrets. The Venus is still retrograde in Scorpio until November 16th. She'll start to go direct. She won't hit 0° Scorpio until December 26th. So this is a situation with relationships that are still struggling. We're all having this issue in relationships, trying to figure out who fits in our lives, who doesn't fit in our lives, which relationships can we work out, which ones are worth working out. But this shows me that you are going to leave some sort of a relationship or friendship. And this could even be related to family, because I have the Emperor coming up. Now, I have a couple of meanings for the Emperor card. The Emperor often reminds me of the father, a very stable figure. With those rams up in here, it makes me think of somebody who is an Aries. He is the epitome of the perfect leader. But this is also saying that if this is pertaining to you, remember this is a general reading for all Capricorns and Capricorn risings, that you have worked so hard and so well, you've got yourself all set up, which would make me think of Saturn, the ruler of Capricorn, being the father and the rule maker, that most Capricorns make sure that they have all of their eggs in a row. They have everything set up for themselves so that they can sustain themselves, which would be maybe through the winter. And then you could sit back and relax and take it a little bit easier during the winter. Once again, I'm going to reverberate the fact that Capricorn is focusing on the 6th house of health this month. So make sure that you nourish yourselves well, get enough movement, meditate, or, get your quiet alone time. It's all about body, mind, and spirit. Making sure that's all in balance. Wash your hands. Make sure you take care of, your environment. Make sure it's as germ-free as possible. Stay healthy. Eat lots of fruit, veggies. I had to pause this a couple times because as I was talking about the health, I kept coughing. And so I'm thinking that if any Capricorn risings, you start to develop a cough or a chest condition this winter, make sure you get it checked out immediately so that it doesn't escalate into something bigger, like a chest cold going into bronchitis and then going into pneumonia. If you know anybody, especially older people, keep an eye on them with the colder months coming here in the northern hemisphere. Make sure you get your checkups also. Get your annual checkups, get everything done in advance. And I guess that's all I have for you. So hopefully you liked this. Please comment me, give me a like, share this video with your friends. And if you haven't checked out your rising sign, if it isn't Capricorn, then go and check out the other videos. Make sure you subscribe. And I will see you in December, Capricorns and Capricorn risings. Have a great month. Bye.